Hello Martians and welcome to the near end of MerMay. I don't really have much to say about the art, it's all the same. I already gave my explanations in the previous video that I'll put a card to, or not a card to. I'll put a link in the description to the previous video. It'll also be linked at the end of the video, so there's that. Yeah, there's not much to say. This one's the Cyclops, and I'm super excited about it. I am going to share the rest of the mermaids that I drew for Mermaid and a sketchbook tour, probably sometime in the middle of June or like at the beginning of June, before I share the other Alice in Wonderland pictures. So you can look out for that there. And with that, that's all I have to say. So let's just move on to the art. So this time we've got the Cyclops, which is another one of my absolute favorite mythological monsters, legendary monsters, cryptids. This one's not a cryptid, this one's a legendary monster. And I freaking love the Cyclops. Just because the look, they used to creep me out when I was a kid, but not so much now anymore. I think they're pretty neat. Here, during the sketch, I like to measure everything down to see where the shoulders rest, because when the arms are lifted up, I can't really draw head first and then everything else. I have to draw where the shoulders are, and then I can build up from there or down, depending on whichever direction. And here, I forgot that I was drawing a Cyclops, so I gave them 2 eyes. However, I did base it off of a statue that I saw. I'll probably share a link to the picture in the description, because it wasn't like most normal Cyclops that you see, like how they just have the one eye and then everything else is just like smooth, like I don't know, like there's no connections. But like other Cyclops that I've seen, or the statue that I saw, they actually had like the eyes, but the sockets were like the eyes were like normal, you know, so there's just one big old eye in the middle, but with like still the closed eyelids of 2 eyes. So I thought that was really cool, and I want to do that one for this one. So it worked out that I kind of messed up. So typically after sketching, I still go over with light boxing with the pencil. I cut this out of the last video because it made the video like 24 minutes. The max that I'm willing to do now is like 15 and a little bit over 16, but I won't do any more than that. But still, I trace over the sketches with the pencil, even after I've already sketched it, just because sometimes I can't commit to a line like you saw in the beginning that I rose the picture up, because I wanted her to be more lifted up. The paper that I sketched her on was a lot smaller than the paper that I'm actually painting her on, so I had to move it around and adjust things, but I always use it in pencil. Trace the sketch in pencil before I go over the sketch again with the ink, for obvious reasons, because again, I can't commit to a line, and then to make sure that I don't mess it up with the ink, I just do the pencil, and then I'm committed to what those lines are, and then follow those with ink. Does that make sense? And here coming up, I've been spending too much time on TikTok because of transitions right here. Yeah, there you go. I was quite happy with how that transition turned out. So at this point, I'm getting super into the painting, and I'm not paying attention to anything. And I especially didn't pay attention to the fact that my camera dies. I fix it, I get back into it, I mix more colors, I start painting the skin again. And then my camera dies. I thought I fixed it. It turns out I didn't. So each different clip of my camera dying is progressed at least 10 minutes at a time, except for the last part. That was at least like, no, the first one was like 5 minutes, and I looked because I heard something go weird. I was like, oh crap, my camera, and I fixed it. And the second time, I wasn't paying attention at all because I had my music on and I wasn't looking, and it died, and I did like 10 minutes worth of work off cameras. While I paint here, let's talk a little bit about the Cyclops. I looked all this stuff up on Wikipedia, so go ahead and read more about it, because I'm only going to give a couple of bite-sized information about them, because I don't feel like reading a whole bunch. My dude Hesiod, he talked about 3 brothers that are Cyclops, that are the son of Uranus and Gaia. Uranus? I don't know. Whichever one you want to say. If you're the one that makes dirty jokes, then knock yourself out and say Uranus. Anyways, they created the Thunderbolts for Zeus. And their names basically translate to, I can't find it anymore, and I don't feel like looking it up, but their names translate to thunder, lightning, and bright, which is kind of cool. They're named after their profession, which is also kind of stupid, because it's like naming someone Allen Wrench if they're into building things. I don't know. Although Allen is a name. You know what I mean. But for my dude Homer, who has nothing but mad disrespect for my Cyclops buddies, only described them as uncivilized, man-eating morons. So that's lame, but you know, teach their own. Now, as far as where the Cyclops are located, in some stories, nobody knows and nobody cares where they live. But in other tellings, and I have the information written down, but I seem to have lost it. Go ahead and look it up. But in other tellings, the Cyclops live near the island of Sicily. I can't remember not near the island, on the island of Sicily. I can't remember the name of the mountain that they live by, however. So, again, I found it on Wikipedia. Go ahead and look it all up. I don't feel like trying to make all the pronunciations for all of the Greek everything, but go ahead and have fun. I think this is like one of the only stories that the Romans didn't steal from the Greeks, so you should be good on finding the exact proper Greek mythology. Anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about for this. I think there was something else that I wanted to say about the art, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to leave it at that and let you guys enjoy the rest of the art. So I'll just talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.